Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and we're going to take a little bit of a break from our business series. Yes, we are going to get back to that, but something came up in the middle of filming that, and that is, well, Lilith took a big duke. Gaboon vipers, what the hell, what? Look at that, she's like twitching. You can see some of the duke there, she's laying in a lot more. Gaboon vipers are kind of like blood pythons, right? So they take a huge duke when they do, so we're going to kind of have to take her out. It's more than I'm going to be able to spot clean with where she's at. So we're going to remove her, and then we're going to switch over to Patreon, show the mess she makes. So a Patreon video this time. You know, if you're thinking about signing up and you haven't signed up yet, I'll be honest, this video is going to be shit. Corny joke. But before we do all that, I did want to show you So-beck really quick. And as you can see, there's a little few fishies. We do have his filter off because it makes too much noise for the video. He started with 24 fish. We're down to about 6. I've only thrown 1 away. Meaning that I do think he's been eating the fish. I've also had 3 small rodents that have been in here over the last week that have disappeared. So I do believe So-beck is now eating good in his new enclosure. He's still a little shy, not eating in front of us. If we put some junk in here to hide him a little bit, I think he'll do better. But the temperature is making a very big difference for him, isn't it, buddy? Isn't it? Yes, it is. You're such a good boy. So, or girl, I honestly don't know. But I did want to give you a quick update on that. That is working, and So-beck is doing good. Yes, you are. But right now, this video ain't about So-beck, it's about Lilith. So a couple things. Of course, cage is locked, I'll take that off. I will also show you her current FANG size. She just shed one the other day. And you will need multiple hooks when working a Gaboon viper. Somebody's gonna say, you need flat hooks. Yeah, at a certain weight we will. She's not at that weight yet. She's not gonna break ribs. I've moved Diamondbacks that outweigh her with 1 hook. She'll be fine. 2 hooks isn't because of her weight. 2 hooks is because of her strike range and her ability to flip backwards. So hooking and tailing her makes it very dangerous. 2 hooks keeps her from biting me. She's never shown unless she wants to bite me, but why give her the opportunity? Let's open that big and wide. Hi, girly. Oh, I know, I know. Oh. Oh, I know. Oh, you're doing fine. Oh, come on, you big slug. Oh, I hear you talking. Roar. Roar. I'd like to move that down just a little bit. And then I'll slowly lower her in to my trash can. Can I have my hook back? Can I please? There, we got it. So she is in there. We are able to flip this closed. Latch it. We're gonna just move it out of the way so I can do a little bit of work in there. Now, before we go do that work, I can tell you guys she is gaining some really good weight. I do want to show you the growth on her fangs. My little show-off stuff, rattlesnake tail piece. These are all Gaboon viper fangs. Now, there's actually one of them's a rattlesnake thing. I think this one probably is. But there's 3 Gaboon viper fangs. Those are the 2. We did the one stuck in my hand video. We showed the growth of the fang. Those are the 2 I do believe we were working with on that. Okay. And you can see one is bigger than the other. This frickin' horribly scary monstrosity is what I found just the other day. Look at that. Holy shit balls. Let me give you something to look at that on contrasting. We're going to set this big old thing on the head of a key. That is what you're dealing with, my friends. And that is not to be trifled with for comparison purposes. So just take a look at that. You can see the transition that she's gone through. That is, woo, quite scary. All right, we're going to switch over to Patreon for a few minutes and clean up some poo. Okay, YouTube, so we're now ready to do this. What you're seeing is we're filling the water dish we just cleaned, and somehow I already got coconut in it. It happens every time. So what we've done is we've cleaned out all the poop. We've kind of dug through everything, made sure there's nothing nasty left. We then went ahead and heavily moistened everything because we want to keep the humidity up. And now that that's done, as you can see, really wet in there. I'm going to wash off the back wall one more time. I like my back wall clean. I mean, because not very many people have a cage that's got their name and shit on it. Yeah. Kurt says when you talk about crap like that on the internet, it's called flexing. I wouldn't know much about it, but I'm just saying, you know, since we work with TGR and, you know, everything else, our cages actually say Olympus Reptiles on the gods. I bet most people don't have that, which is pretty awesome. If you do have it, good for you. If you want it, remember, join Patreon, 10% discount. Just throwing that out there. All right, enough. I'll stop. Let's put the snake back, shall we? Gaboon Viper going back into a freshly cleaned cage. Now, somebody might wonder why I choose to use a trash can. There's a couple reasons. One, it latches down. See that? So I can pop the latch. Be careful when you do that because you don't want to pull it open and expose your fingers, right? So when you get it, hear that Darth Vader sound? That means she is tuned up. I can lift here, keeping my fingers safe and not out the thing. And there it is. The other thing I really like about it is it's a very, very deep thing. And remember, now this one, I don't trust her not to strike straight up in the air, okay? It's a frickin' Gaboon Viper. They can do some crazy shit. But I work mostly with Crotalus. Most rattlesnakes cannot strike straight up very easy. It's not a very athletic thing for them to do. It's usually when they're going to go fast, it's at a 45-degree angle or so. In a trash can at a 45-degree angle, advantage this guy. That doesn't mean you should not think about that. I don't ever put myself in a position to be worried about them striking straight up. Even her, this trash can is, I don't know, probably not quite 3 feet high, but close. So she'd have to stand on the end of her tail to get her head out of it. She's likely not going to do that. So let's get our 2 hooks and try to put her back in there. She pissed. This is probably the most pissed I've ever heard her. I know. If you'll work with me, this won't be so bad. I'll tell you what, man. She is getting so thick. Eventually, we will need new hooks just because, oh my goodness. Oh, get in there. Get in there. Give me a hook back. Okay, we're going to let her just kind of do her thing for a second. Now let's talk about this beautiful creature. She can turn around and strike backwards. So I have got to keep myself out of range. I cannot walk up and just tap her. Not a smart thing to do. She has never once struck at me. That does not mean that I should go free handle her. That does not mean she likes me. That does not mean she loves me. It does not mean we have a trust. It means she's saving for the right opportunity. And I've never really threatened her too much. I've done things she doesn't like just now, but she was never in fear I was going to try to eat her, I don't think. She would just tell me she didn't much care for the situation. If I were to do something where she was in fear for her safety, I guarantee you this snake would bite me without thinking twice about it. And truth be told, I really couldn't blame her for doing so. I know, baby girl. The reason I say that is, and you can see, she could probably see me back there, so they're kind of weird. They got their eyes on the side of the head. That is not usually a predator thing. Predators are usually eyes on the front of their head, right? So they can see what's in front of them, helping chase down prey, laser focus vision, yada, yada, yada. Prey items, think of your deer you like to hunt and eat. If you're a deer hunter, have eyes on the side of their head. These things have eyes on the side of their head. They do get preyed upon a lot, especially when small, but they also are a pretty high up there predator. I know, come on. Come on, get in there. Oh, gentle, gentle. See, we can work together though. So it is something to always think about and consider. They do not have heat pits, so she does not see my heat vision. She uses her vision way more than like a rattlesnake does for finding prey and finding predators. So, you know, I can be this close to her. Can I free handle her? Could I pick her up? Yeah, I probably could. I probably could do that 99 times, maybe 999 times. But the thing is it worth it? Is the risk worth the reward? And truth be told, it's not, guys. It's just not. And on top of that, I always keep in mind when I want to do something like that, as a guy with the Gaboon viper in his house or the rattlesnake in his house. If I get bit within my own house doing something stupid, what it does is it affects the entire venomous keeping community and to a lesser extent the entire snake keeping community. And that is not lost on me. If you're going to keep these, you have a responsibility to do it as safe as you possibly can. Don't be the guy who gets bit kissing a cottonmouth. Don't be the guy who's got your methed out friend on the local news channel. You can find this if you want, and I'm telling you, I guess I shouldn't say methed out, but I'm just guessing somebody in that town dabbles. Going, well, I don't know why his Gaboon viper bit him. He's handled it like that 100 times. It bit him because he picked it up by his hands, and it bit. What the hell? And then he goes on to say, I mean, he's like a professional. No, he's fucking not. He is not like a professional. Your friend, and I hope the guy who's on that news channel watches that. And then I hope he goes and gets mad at me and goes and re-watches his own episode on YouTube that's on there on the news show and realizes how dumb he sounds. Your friend is not a professional. He's a freaking amateur that made everybody look like a moron, and your three-tooth meth head personality on there going, well, I don't know why it happened, didn't help the situation. If you're going to keep him, all I ask is just be safe. Otherwise, it's the most rewarding thing I think you can possibly do. I have such a love of this animal. She is, oh, I can get one more notch out of that, can't I? There it went. Lock super tight. She is I don't want to say by far, but definitely one of my favorite animals that I keep. I'm extremely proud of how healthy she is. I'm extremely proud of how her colors look, how she has grown, how well she eats for us, everything. Why do you think I save her fangs every time I find them? Why is one of her sheds laying on top of my cages? I don't do that for most of my ball pythons, but I do for Lilith. Because Lilith, to me, represents this level of snake keeping that I didn't know if I'd ever reach. And I didn't know if I'd ever be able to have one of these. And it's literally a dream come true to do it. And it's a dream come true to be successful at it. And to me, this is a bigger deal than selling a snake or making money or any of that. Lilith is never going to make me a dime. No, you're not. You're just going to cost me money. But she represents a lot of what I wanted to do. So that's all I got. I won't bore you with any more details. Look how huffy you are. You're so cute. All the colors just blows my mind in there. Kurt, anything you want to add?
Nope.
One thing you are going to start to see is the rivers are down. So sorry, dead battery. But what we were talking about is with the river being down, the lake being down, there's a lot of driftwood that's trapped. But we're going to be able to go get here as soon as the weather's nice, which thank God it's getting nice. We'll be able to bake that and start to really decorate these cages with some more things. Kirk could probably score me some more antlers from some different places when he's out hunting. And we can put them in there and make this a really nice cage because this is one of the animals like I say, I'm more proud of having this than I am anything else in our collection. Lilith is the pinnacle for me of being a keeper. Well, all right, guys. Kurt, anything you want to add about Lilith?
No.
Anything you want to add about cleaning venomous cages?
Cleaning's not fun.
Well, cleaning is never fun. But what's your view on doing things the right way?
That's the only way to do it.
Man, I'm going to get you out of your shell one day. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.